skewer your leg. Yeah, that's good. 6, 7. Swinging, you know, in order to get through some of those reps, for example, where, you know, you're really tired, you have to understand that, you know, you're almost just doing it with a higher sense of purpose than just physically making your body stronger.
Boom, and welcome to another video of the Flowing Dutchman. Now, as you can see, I'm still here at Tom, aka War Yoga, and we've got a beautiful day ahead. The sun has just come up here, Connecticut, and as you can see, we've already started to play around with some clubs. Today's going to be a bit lighter. Yesterday we did a lot of heavy work, and we also got someone else joining us today. Mrs. Kelly Manzone. Now, if you're into circular training, you must have seen some of her videos. Kelly Manzone. Hi. Also known as
Kels Belsy.
Kels Bells 88.
Nice to meet you all.
There she is. Look at that.
These are great.
How much do they weigh?
I don't know. They're light. I think they're about the same weight as my Persian meal, I believe. They feel about the same.
4,
It's like
5.
3 kilograms, no more, no?
It's hard to. They're actually, I think, lighter than these.
Yeah, it's probably 3 to 4. Yeah. It's a really good starting weight.
It is, especially like adjusting to like length, like a longer lever.
Yeah. Because you have some large jories as well, right?
Yeah, so I'm 5'7". They come up to chest height. I could get 3 reps, and then that's about it. They're not the clean reps.
No.
But a single arm I could swing, and I'm much more comfortable with a single arm. I'll work up to it someday.
Yeah, jory actually means pair, right?
I believe so.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you only swing one jory, it's kind of like...
Well, when they're almost as
Oh,
tall
yeah.
as you are, but they came out heavier than I expected. So they were supposed to, I thought they were going to be around 20 pounds a piece, but they're 12 kg. So that extra 6.5 pounds. So I'm 5'7", they're chest height, they're 12 kg a piece.
Right.
It's a lot of club to move.
Yeah.
It's a lot of club to handle.
Yeah.
They're big, yeah.
They're really big. I remember having those the 20 kg ones for the first time. They had a pair of 20 each, and I just like, they hit my head, and they were just like so uncomfortable in between, you know, on the shoulders and between your head.
Yeah, they're extremely uncomfortable, especially the ones when you get really wide.
Yeah.
And they've got the metal bands and stuff, the shoes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are awful.
Such an interesting sport, eh? Look at that, San Paula.
I could light a fire if you want. We could light a fire.
Let's do it.
I got it.
You guys got wider lenses. Ah. I'm gonna go horizontal.
Let's do 88 swings.
88 swings.
3,
With
88
Fahrenheit.
5, 6, 7, 80 to go. Not very wide. It'll miss your legs for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Only if your technique is good, Kelly.
Yes.
If your technique is poor,
Yes, I'm aware.
your legs are finished.
Thank you for
Your legs
thank
are
you for
toast.
the reminder, Tom.
They'll not just be toast, they'll be like,
Okay,
nobody
well,
ever wants to see your legs again.
Kebab.
Ooh!
Oh.
Ooh, hold on.
Kebab
The
time.
sun's in my eye.
You have to skewer your leg. Yeah, that's good. Focus. Focus. Focus.
Ooh. Very nice.
Ah, yeah. It's really amazing.
Appreciate the flow.
I did appreciate the flow, yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So Tom, I got a question.
Yeah.
What do you know about some of the more spiritual meaning behind like a swinging tool? Do you know if there's anything that they kind of connect to some type of spirituality with the tool, or is it just a way to strengthen the body for wrestling or fighting?
Well, you have to get into a certain mindset in order to really accomplish some of the swinging techniques, you know. So, for example, with the Indians, if they're swinging the heavy gadders, I mean, they have to be in a, you know, sort of almost devotional state of mind, like it's what they call bhakti, devotion, where you have to, you're kind of giving up your actions to, in the Indians' case, often a deity, often Hanuman, where you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the god or the higher power, and doing it, channeling that higher power, and that's how they're kind of able to sometimes swing those really heavy weights. In Iran, for those sort of very long cycles of like meal swings, for example, you have to be in a sort of a dedicated mental state. You could call it spiritual. In Iran, it's certainly spiritual because the zircone, the goad of the zircone, is definitely a kind of spiritual space. It's almost like you step out of time and into a completely separate place in terms of time and space. And in that, while they're swinging, they're being sung songs about heroes, or passages from the Quran, or passages from Persian epic poems. And so while they're doing that, there's very much a spiritual element to the whole practice. But, you know, if you specifically talk about swinging, you know, in order to get through some of those reps, for example, where, you know, you're really tired, you have to understand that, you know, you're almost just doing it with a higher sense of purpose than just physically making your body stronger. Because if you just physically want to make your body stronger, there are plenty of ways of doing that. But, you know, and I can imagine that you guys, the flow guys, which I'm not a flow guy, not really practiced that, get into a similar sort of state of mind. I certainly get into that state of mind. When I'm swinging, I definitely get into it's more than a physical practice, it's definitely a spiritual practice for me. It helps me kind of bring myself to this sort of center, and sort of live very acutely in that time outside of all those external thoughts, and so it helps me kind of get into a very focused state, which is a spiritual state, ultimately a meditative state.
Thanks.
Look.
$82, $83. $87. Yeah.
Thank you for your attention, it's greatly appreciated. If you like the content, please consider to share, like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see similar videos, you can see them over here. If you're interested in learning more from me as a coach, I've got online courses on DutchFlowAcademy.com. Keep flowing, Ram Ram.